Hi children, good morning. Good morning everyone. Good morning Haboli, good morning. So students are still joining. So I'll start my class just in 5 minutes, okay? Just in 5 minutes I'll start, okay? Okay students, I think I waited so long. Shall I start or shall I wait? What do you say? Start, sir. Okay, then I'll start. If they get added, they get added, okay? So they can they're free to add na, so no problem. Now In the last class, I explained about the stem. Hope you understood the stem. Any doubts are there, so you can WhatsApp me or you can message me. Today, after stem, I'm starting the next topic, that is nothing but leaf. And leaf, it is nothing but phylopodium. Leaf, it is actually called as phylopodium. So the technical name of the leaf, it is nothing but phylopodium. Understanding it. Now, before I start today's lecture, may I know how many of you know the definition of the leaf? Anyone? 15 students, may any student, if they know anything, a definition of the leaf, can you please tell me what is leaf? Students, can you please tell me what is leaf? You can on your mic and you can speak. Okay. Anyone, please tell me what is leaf. Okay. No problem. Then I'll only tell. Now, if you take the leaf, some scientists they call kitchen of the plant body. That means, let us take Hamara house. Let us take Hamara house. In that, hall will be there, and bedrooms will be there, and some what I call a dining room is there, or some what I call office room may be there, or whatever it may be. But where the food it will be prepared, obviously in the kitchen. Like that, if you take the plant, a root may be there, or stem may be there, or buds may be there, or advantageous roots, or any part may be there, but the food material it is produced in the leaf itself. As the leaf it helps in the preparation of the food material, that's why the leaf you are calling it as kitchen of the plant body. You're understanding it? I think you understood it. If you don't understand, your mic is on, you are free to talk. Okay, you just on your mic and you ask your doubt and off your mic. Okay, from my side I on all the mics. Okay, anyone can ask any question. So leaf, it is nothing but the chief, what is that, the chief photosynthetic, the chief photosynthetic part of plant. Understanding it? So the chief photosynthetic part of the plant, that only you are calling it as a leaf. Sir, what is the meaning of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis matlab ability of a plant body to produce its own food material. कैसे sir? If you take photosynthesis process, 6 carbon dioxides plus 6 water molecules. I'm sorry, 12 water. I'm really sorry, students. I did a mistake. 6 carbon dioxides and 12 water molecules in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of what? Sunlight. I'm writing SL, please understand. They prepare their own food material, C6H12 O6, understanding it. And this is nothing but glucose. It is nothing but what? Glucose. Understanding it. That means some student in the same batch, in the morning batch only, some student asked, sir, in the plant, the food material it is produced in form of glucose, and it is transported in the plant body in form of sucrose and stored in form of the starch. Understanding it. These are the very, very important points. You need to remember this. Okay. Now this process it is called as photosynthesis, whereas as a byproduct, see, this is a major product. Photosynthesis ka asli important and required product is nothing but the glucose, but along with that some oxygen and some water it is also produced. Understanding it? So by the photosynthesis, oxygen also will be liberated into the atmosphere. See, it is taking carbon dioxide, but it is releasing oxygen. Understanding it? That means it is taking the dangerous. Actually, carbon dioxide it is not that healthy gas. Understanding it? So it is taking the useless gas. Actually, carbon dioxide it is not useful for us. Hey, don't think that carbon dioxide is useless. Carbon dioxide is useless for us. See, when I'm using the word useless, please don't think that that gas is harmful or some other thing. Carbon dioxide is useless in the sense of human beings. Human beings के लिए carbon dioxide नहीं चाहिए. That is my intention. Understanding it? So such a useless carbon dioxide it will take, and it releases the life gas. आपको पता है ना, oxygen it is called as life gas because हमारा life it is depending upon oxygen only. You're understanding it? So the carbon dioxide it is taking and it is releasing the oxygen. That's why everyone should grow the plants. Understanding it? हर एक house में at least 3-4 plants must be there. सर हर दिन उसको पानी डालना है सर, बहुत मेहनत करना है. Okay, then don't grow the normal mesophytic plants. You grow this you take care of this xerophytic plants. Xerophytic plants मतलब ड्राई क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस में दे विल ग्रो ना. 1 मंथ में एक बार पानी डालेगा तो भी चलेगा. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? 1 मंथ में आपको 2 मिनट तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. Understanding it? You are not that busy. Understanding it? At least grow at least minimum 10-15 xerophytic plants. Understanding it? So green is very very important. Plants are very very important. So they purify the oxygen, they purify the atmosphere and releases the oxygen. Understanding it? So please take care of it. Now hope you understood what is the meaning of photosynthesis. The photosynthesis means the process of conversion of the carbon dioxide to the glucose. Understanding it? So photosynthesis can be defined as plants by utilizing plants by using carbon dioxide and water. Plants by using carbon dioxide and water, they prepare their own food material in the presence of sunlight, in the presence of what? Sunlight. And this complex chemical process is nothing but photosynthesis. I repeat, photosynthesis is a complex chemical process in which plants by using carbon dioxide and water and prepare their own food material by utilizing sunlight as a source of energy. Understanding it? So this process only you are calling it as photosynthesis. Now this photosynthesis it takes place with the help of the leaf. Understanding it? So leaf it is nothing but a chief photosynthetic part of the plant body which performs photosynthesis and produces a food material. So this is all called as a leaf. Hope you understood leaf. Now I am stopping. If you have any confusion please ask, otherwise I'll go further. Okay, now I stopped. You can ask any doubt. Photosynthesis may, leaf may, or any part, any doubt you can ask. Students, any doubts please ask.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Now, if you don't have any doubt, can you do a small help? Can you please define what is photosynthesis?
It is a complex process in which the plants prepare their own food with carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect. Now, let us take the next slide, the leaf. In that we are going to take the definition and the parts of it. If you take the leaf it is a dorso-ventrally flattened. ये word है ना, I think so this is a new word for you. What is the meaning of dorso-ventrally flattened? See, आगे और पीछे दोनों साइड में, that means आगे और पीछे दोनों साइड में it is flattened. See देखो how it is flattened. See my hand is flattened, so my hand can be called as a dorso-ventrally flattened. For example, if you take your mother is making chapati na, dorsally and ventrally, that means आगे और पीछे दोनों साइड्स में it will be flattened. that बेलने के लिए there will be a stick, ऐसा ऐसा करता है ना, while she is rolling on that particular batter, this dough, what happens? It becomes flattened from upper side also and lower side also. If any part it is flattened, patla. If it gets flattened from upper side and also lower side, then that part it is called as dorso ventrally flattened. And the best example is nothing but leaf. Leaf है ना, upper side also and lower side also it is a flat structure. Am I correct or not? So it is dorso-ventrally flattened structure and it born from the nodal portion of the stem. Sir, what is the meaning of that? See, if you take this as a stem, just imagine this is a stem. Now this is a nodal portion. Understanding it? From the nodal portion, the leaf arises. To be frank, not only leaf, of course, I am telling about leaf. That's why I took the name of the leaf. Not only leaf, students. Actually, any part of the plant body, it has to arise from the node only. For example, let us take flower. Flower also, it has to come from node only. Now let us take fruit. Fruit also, it has to come from node only. Let us take some bud. Even bud also should grow from the node only. So node is a region, node is a portion where the rest of all the plant parts, they develops. Then that particular part only, it is called as a node. Understanding it? So the leaf, it arises from the nodal portion of the stem. So imagine this is the leaf. Now did you see the leaf, it is arising from home? See, this is a region. Understanding it? This region may, you can be able to see node. So this is called as a node. And obviously this is nothing but stem. I need not to tell this, this you know. And this is nothing but the leaf. Understanding it? So leaf is a first one. Leaf is a dorso-ventrally flattened structure which arises from the nodal portion of the stem, which is a photosynthetic part. What is the meaning of photosynthetic part? It can be able to prepare its own food material by utilizing sunlight as a source, and that is a standard perfect definition for the leaf. Hope you understood the leaf definition. Now I am stopping. Anyone has any doubt in the definition of the leaf, you can ask. Then I'll take the other point. Otherwise, I'll repeat the same point. Now I'm stopping. Leaf definition में any doubts are there? बच्चों प्लीज रेस्पॉन्ड. लीफ डेफिनेशन में कुछ दिक्कत है क्या? और एक बार बोलूं, नहीं तो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट ले सकते हैं क्या? मैं
No doubt, sir.
very good. If you don't have any doubt, can you please define what is leaf for me, please? What do you mean by leaf? How do you define leaf?
The leaf is a dorsoventrally flattened structure which arises from the net which perform the photosynthesis process.
Very good. Perfect. Now let us take a tree or a plant. Let us take a plant. Imagine this is a plant. Okay. Just imagine this is a plant. Now this plant consisting of, let us take some 20 leaves. Just imagine. Just example के लिए मैं बोल रहे. Imagine this is a plant. Understanding it? Now this is a soil and this is a root. Okay. ये सब छोड़ दो. I want only leaf. Now imagine this is a plant. Now this plant, let us take in this plant there are 20 leaves are present. Just एग्जाम्पल के लिए बोल रहे बच्चों. नाउ द टोटल नंबर ऑफ लीव्स, थोड़ा थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनो. द टोटल नंबर ऑफ लीव्स दैट आर प्रेजेंट इन वन प्लांट बॉडी, दैट मीन्स एक प्लांट में कितना नंबर ऑफ लीव्स आर प्रेजेंट, ऑल दैट पर्टिकुलर लीव्स आर कॉल्ड एज phylum. Understanding it? Hope you understood now what is phylum. All the leaves that are present on one plant, एक plant में कितना leaves है, all together, all that particular leaves together called as phylum. Abhi samajh mein na what is phylum? Can anyone answer? 15 students are attending my class. 15 students, many students, can you tell me what is the meaning of phylum? Who are interested, please on your mic and tell the answer. Phylum. Bachcho, please tell me. I think voice is breaking. Huh? Your voice is breaking better.
Okay. All leaves present in the plant is called as an phylum.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay. Now let us take the next point. What is the next point? I think you only, even you answered also the first two points, me you don't have any doubts. वेरी गुड डेफिनेशन, यू अंडरस्टूड. फिलोम मतलब क्या है भी आपको समझ में आया. नाउ द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज नथिंग बट पार्ट्स ऑफ द लीफ. दैट मीन्स एक लीफ में हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स आर प्रेजेंट, दैट वी विल टेक. If you take the leaf, there are three main parts. Of course many parts are there, but mainly there are three parts that are present in the leaf. What are they? The first one, it is called as a leaf base. Understanding it? The first part, it is called as a leaf base. See, देखो इसको बोलता है leaf base. See, I think so you can see, because the diagram is a little big only. Now see, this is called as a leaf base. Okay, now see, this is a otherwise I'll draw. Okay, अदरवाइज इफ आई ड्रॉ ना, आपको इजीली समझ में आएगा. Now just imagine this is a leaf. Now this is nothing but the leaf base. I think now you understood than earlier. Okay, now this is nothing but leaf base. Understanding it? And leaf base sir, usko what is the function of leaf base sir? Leaf base का function क्या है ना? It helps the leaf to attach to the nodal portion. Understand? Leaf base का function क्या है ना? It helps the leaf to attach to the nodal portion of the stem. Then that is nothing but the leaf base. And then you can see the stalk. दिख रहा है ना? This is a stalk. This is a stalk. And the stalk of the leaf, इधर दिख रहा है ना आपको? This is a stalk of the leaf. It is nothing but petiole. Understanding it? What is that? Thoda name difficult है. Petiole. What is the meaning of petiole? Stalk. Stalk of the flower. FLR I am writing, please understand. Stalk of the flower, it is called as what you call petiole. Understanding it? And the expanded region, आपको दिख रहा है ना? See, this is expanded region. This expanded region of this leaf, that only you are calling it as a lamina. Understanding it? So totally how many parts are there? The first one, it is nothing but the leaf base, and the second part is nothing but the petiole, and the third part is nothing but the lamina. But please understand, leaf base, it is actually called as hypopodium. थोड़ा नेम थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है. लीफ बेस, it is called as hypopodium, and petiole, it is called as mesopodium, and the lamina, it is called as epipodium. Understanding it or not? So there are three parts: hypopodium, which means leaf base, petiole, mesopodium, and the third one, lamina, which is nothing but the epipodium of the leaf. You're understanding it? So these are the three parts of the leaf. Now I'll take the first part. What is the first part? The leaf base. Okay, yes. So this is a structure of the leaf. Just now I told you this is the leaf base, and this is nothing but the petiole, and this is nothing but the lamina. Just 2 minutes bhi khatam nahi hua. Leaf base, it is called as hypopodium, whereas the petiole, it is called as mesopodium, and the lamina, it is called as epipodium. Understanding it? Now if you take the first part, what is the first part? Let us take the leaf base. Now if you take the leaf base, the leaf, it gets attached to the node of the stem with the help of the leaf base. I repeat, the leaf, it attaches to the nodal portion of the stem with the help of the leaf base. Understanding it? Such leaf base, sometimes what happens, it may be pulvinous. Sir, what is the meaning of pulvinous? And before I tell the pulvinous, I need to tell you one important thing. What is that? Pulvinous leaf base, it is already thrice. How many times? Thrice, not one time. It is 3 times it is asked in your NEET exam. Of course, not NEET. Earlier it is called as AIPMT. Understanding it? In AIPMT, this pulvinous leaf base, it is already asked question. So थोड़ा ध्यान से, थोड़ा अच्छे से you have to listen, then only you will understand. Okay, pulvinous leaf base matlab, sometimes what happens, the leaf base, it is swollen. See, I'll tell you. Basically, if you take the leaf base, the maximum size of the leaf base, it will be this much. I'm telling you the maximum. I am telling you the maximum, the size is nothing but this much only. Understanding it? Now, sometimes what happens, this is a leaf base. Sometimes it becomes this much big. See, देखो, did you see the comparison? ये कितना छोटा है and ये कितना बड़ा है? Did you notice it or not? So this is swollen. That means बड़ा. bada leaf base. This is swollen leaf base. That leaf base it is called as a pulvinous leaf base. सर वेयर वी कैन सी सर पल्वाइनस लीफ बेस किधर हमको मिलेगा? इट कैन बी सीन इन माइमोजा प्लांट. सर व्हाट इज माइमोजा प्लांट? Sometimes when you go to garden you will play with the touch me not. When it touch, immediately it folds. Imagine these are the leaves, it folds this particular leaf and it go down. Did you notice it or not? And that movement, what it is called as a sleeping movement. I repeat, when you touch, imagine this is a, just imagine this is a touch me not leaf, understanding it? Now you touched it, immediately what happens? This touch me not leaves hai na, they becomes closed. They becomes closed and they will go down. Am I correct? Not. And this movement it is called as a sleeping movement, understanding it? And in that, did you notice the leaf base it is swollen? I don't know how many of you noticed. You will play but you never exactly observe it. And today after finishing my class, try to observe. You see the leaf base it is a little swollen, understanding it? And that swollen leaf base it is nothing but pulvinous leaf base. I repeat, pulvinous leaf base, which helps in the sleeping movement. I just now told you what is sleeping movement. The leaves they becomes closed and then the leaf it becomes down, then that is nothing but sleeping movement, understanding it? The best example is mimosa plant. What is mimosa? Bean plant, touch me not plant, understanding it or not? So this is a pulvinous leaf base, understanding it? Now I'll stop for 1 minute. Now you can ask any doubt from the pulvinous leaf base. Any doubts in pulvinous leaf base?
Sir, how leaf base woolen?
बेटा समझ में नहीं, आपको आवाज है ना थोड़ा ब्रेक हो गया. योर वॉइस इज ब्रोकन बेटा. एक बार थोड़ा प्लीज.
How leaf base become woolen?
Swollen, woolen नहीं बेटा, swollen. It's not woolen. थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाएगा. ओके
Sir, why does the leaf base become swollen?
See, it's like you need to understand one thing. Every plant has its own nature. See, for example, I am there. My nature is completely different, understanding from your nature. For example, I like sweets more. You may like some maybe to eat some spicy things or some garam masala things more, understanding it? See, every plant it is having its own nature, understanding it? So according to the nature, some mimosa plant के लिए sleeping movement आदत है. So for sleeping movement it need a strong base. That's why the leaf base it is a little बड़ा हो जाएगा, swollen. It's not woolen, swollen. Woolen नहीं, swollen, understanding it? That swollen leaf base it helps in sleeping movement. इतना ही और कुछ नहीं, understanding it?
Understood, sir.
Very good, very good. So can I take the next one or any doubts are there? Pulvinous में और कुछ doubts है क्या? Can I go to the next one? I think I can go because no one are asking, matlab I can go. Now the next one is a sheathing leaf base. What is a sheathing leaf base? matlab थोड़ा अच्छा से सुनो. Imagine this is a grass. Grass तो पता ना, everyone know grass. Just imagine this is a grass. Just imagine this is a grass stem. Okay, this is a grass stem. Now what happens, let us draw node. This is one node. Let us take this is another node and let us take this is another node. Enough, this much is enough. Now if you observe the grass, the leaf base, what happens, it will cover this particular internode up to some height and then it becomes extended. I don't know how many of you noticed it, understanding it? Now if the leaf base, please understand, if the leaf base it covers the internode up to some length and then the then it is coming out as the proper leaf, then that is called as sheathing leaf base. I repeat, once again I'll draw and then I'll tell you. Now imagine this is a grass. Okay, just imagine this is a grass and this is a nodal portion. इधर से leaf आएगा and leaf का leaf base है ना, it covers this particular internode for up to some height, and then it comes out in form of the leaf. Understanding it? Then if the leaf base, it is covering some part of the internode, then that is called as a sheathing leaf base. I repeat the last time, if the leaf base is covering the internode up to some length, and then it is coming out in form of a proper leaf, then that is called as sheathing leaf base. Sir, where? What is example? Banana and grasses, especially, to be frank, monocots. Monocots are the best example for sheathing leaf base. Any doubts in sheathing leaf base? sheathing leaf base समझ में आया बच्चों? प्लीज टेल, शीथिंग लीफ बेस समझ में आया नहीं आया?
So can you please explain again?
सी, आपको इंटरनोड पता है ना? इंटरनोड?
Yes, sir.
इंटरनोड मतलब क्या बेटा?
The region between two nodes.
है ना? ये इमेजिन, ये इतना बड़ा है. इमेजिन द इंटरनोड इज दिस मच बिग. अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट? नाउ द लीफ बेस है ना, थोड़ा पोर्शन ऑफ द internode के लिए it will cover, and then it comes out as a leaf. Understanding it? Then that is nothing but the sheathing leaf base. That means some part of the internode, it will be covered by the leaf base, and then the leaf lamina, it is coming out. Then that is nothing but the sheathing leaf base. Example, grasses. If you take the grasses, when you are removing the leaf, a leaf pakdo, as a remove it, some part and it covers that particular internode, and then it comes out. Then that is nothing but sheathing leaf base. समझ में आया?
Yes, I understood.
Understood? Okay, so with this I completed pulvinous and sheathing leaf base. But if you take the sheathing leaf base, again the sheathing leaf base, it is of two types. What are they? Semi amplexicol and amplexicol. Sir, what is semi amplexicol? Semi, what is the meaning of semi? Half. If only the half part of the stem, it is covered by the leaf base. That means half part of the stem matlab half part of the internode. देखो इधर stem matlab, you need to understand, don't get confused. Internode, understanding it? If only half portion of the internode, it is covered by the leaf base, then that is called a semi amplexicol. No, pura internode it is covered, then that is called as amplexicol. Understanding it? I repeat again, the sheathing leaf base, it is of two types. If the leaf base, it is covering complete internode, then that is called as amplexicol. No, other internodal it is covered, then that is called as a semi amplexicol. Now leaf base में any single problem, leaf base में any problem, please let me know. Otherwise I'll go to the petiole. Okay, I'm stopping now. You are free to ask any single doubt. Leaf base में any problems है or नहीं?
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Very good. Now let us take the second portion. You आपको याद है ना? I think so. You remember? Leaf has three portions, beta. The first one is leaf base, and second one is petiole, and the third one is leaf lamina. Now leaf base में खत्म किया. Now I am taking the second part. That second part is nothing but petiole. First of all, what is petiole? Let us see. If you take the petiole, the stalk of the leaf, what is that? The stalk of the leaf. Okay, the stalk of the leaf only you are calling it as the petiole. You're understanding it? If you take, imagine this is just imagine this is a stem and this is a node, and imagine this is a petiole and this is lamina. Okay, now this is a leaf base and this is nothing but the lamina. Understand? Leaf base and lamina. Between that you can be able to see some portion. The portion that is present between, that means middle, the middle here, this is a node and this is nothing but the leaf base, and this is lamina. Now this is a portion that is present between leaf base and the lamina. So the region or the portion which is present between the leaf lamina and the leaf base, and that only you are calling it as petiole. Abhi samajh mein na? What is the meaning of petiole? Samajh mein? Any doubts in petiole?
Understood, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now Yes, sometimes I'm talking about sometimes petiole is normal in many of the plants, but sometimes the petiole it may be swollen. The petiole it may be swollen. That means petiole है ना, देखो नॉर्मल petiole मेरा जैसा बहुत पतला रहेगा, sometimes है ना the petiole it becomes swollen like this. You're understanding it now. If the petiole it is swollen, that can be seen in eichhornia. Eichhornia आपको पता है ना, water plant students. Whenever you go to water, you can see a plant like this, and it's irregular. It's irregular plant, and that is nothing but eichhornia. Eichhornia हर दिन wherever you see water, in water में that eichhornia plant is there. In eichhornia plant, the petiole it is swollen, whereas the petiole it is winged. Winged मतलब आपको पता है ना, wings, the birds का wings जैसे, let us take this is a petiole, sometimes bird wing जैसा, ऐसा petiole it becomes bird wing जैसे हो जाएगा, and this is a leaf. Okay, if the petiole it is becoming bird wing जैसे, then that is called as winged petiole. Which petiole? Winged petiole, and that can be seen in citrus, and it becomes tendril in nepenthes. Tendril matlab a spring like structure in nepenthes. Okay, and this is a leaf. Whereas it becomes phylloid. Sir, what is the meaning of phylloid? If it is expanding like leaf, of course it is not leaf, it is a petiole only, but petiole it gets converted into the leaf. Sorry, it don't get converted into the leaf, it converts like a leaf. Understand, it converts like a leaf, then that is called as phylloid. That means it is not a leaf, but दिखता है leaf जैसे. I repeat, phylloid मतलब a leaf नहीं है, it is nothing but petiole, but a दिखता है leaf जैसे. If the petiole, if it looks like the leaf, I repeat, if the petiole, if it looks like the leaf, it appears like a leaf, then that is called as phylloid. Understanding it? And this is a leaf. ओके अभी देखो, ये भी लीफ है, ये भी लीफ जैसे दिख रहे, बट एक्चुअली दिस इज नथिंग बट द petiole. And if the petiole, if it becomes swollen, then that is called swollen petiole. Example, eichhornia. No, if it is looking like a bird feather, bird wings, then that is called as winged petiole, seen in citrus. Whereas if it becomes tendril, and then that is called as tendrilar petiole. An example is nepenthes. No, if it is looking like a leaf, then that is called as phylloid, that can be seen in acacia plant. Understand which plant? Acacia. Pura name Australian acacia plant. Pura name है Australian acacia, but you need not to call the complete name, simply call acacia. There is no problem. Now I'll stop. Petiole में any small doubt, any single doubt you can ask, then I'll go to the next part, otherwise I'll repeat it. Okay, now I'm stopping. Now you can ask petiole. बच्चों please ask. 10:30 I have class.
Sir, if
बेटा सुन रहे? बोलिए.
swollen structure, then leaf base is also swollen, ना?
हाँ, swollen मतलब थोड़ा वॉल्यूम थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाएगा बेटा, और कुछ नहीं. उसको I'll tell you. देखो, दिस इज अ नॉर्मल petiole. नॉर्मल petiole ऐसा होता है. swollen मतलब ये थोड़ा बड़ा होता है, इतना है. थोड़ा वॉल्यूम है ना, वॉल्यूम थोड़ा बड़ा हो जाएगा, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड swollen petiole. ओके, ओके बेटा. ओके, और कुछ डाउट्स है क्या? और कुछ डाउट्स है क्या? ओके, नो वन आर स्पीकिंग मतलब नो.
लीफ पेटियोल का वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा, तब लीफ बेस का भी वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा ना?
हाँ, see obviously the base also volume थोड़ा बढ़ेगा. Yes, because petiole it is growing मतलब obviously the leaf base also it becomes swollen only ना, थोड़ा volume increase तो रहेगा. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now the next one, it is nothing but a lamina. What is lamina? Lamina, it is actually called as epipodium. The other name of the lamina, it is nothing but epipodium. Understanding it? Now if you take the epipodium, this is the epipodium. Now a broad expanded photosynthetic portion, broad flattened photosynthetic part of the leaf. It is nothing but the lamina. See, either photosynthesis takes place, understand it, and either excess water also will be removed, and the process of removal of excess water from the leaf, it is called as transpiration. आप 8th 9th क्लास में आप लोग ट्रांसपिरेशन मतलब व्हाट इज ट्रांसपिरेशन आपको पता है. सो बोथ फोटोसिंथेसिस एंड ट्रांसपिरेशन दोनों इट टेक्स प्लेस इन द लैमिना ओनली. एक्सपेंडेड होता है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सी देखो ये एक्सपेंड हो गया ना, लंबा हो गया ना, एंड दिस एक्सपेंडेड पोर्शन ओनली इट इज कॉल्ड एज लैमिना. समझ में ना. सो विद दिस आई कंप्लीटेड अप ऑल द पार्ट्स ऑफ द लीफ. सो आई कंप्लीटेड लीफ बेस, आई कंप्लीटेड petiole, and I also completed lamina. Okay, now I am going to the next topic. Or any doubts, so please on your mic and you can ask. After finishing your doubts, after clarifying your doubts, I'll start.
सर ने
Okay.
35 प्लांट कौन सा होता है?
नेपंथिस पता है बेटा आपको. हमारा ओडिकल इंसेक्टिवोरस प्लांट बोलता है ना, इंसेक्टिवोरस, वो कीड़ा का काता है.
वो वीनस फ्लाई ट्रैप का.
Yes. Venus flytrap and Utricularia. These are all what? Insectivorous plants, beta. Nepenthes is also one of the best example for the what you call insectivorous plants. वो है ना कीड़ा को खाता है. हम केक खाता है ना, उसको केक क्या है ना, कीड़ा.
ओके सर, अंडरस्टैंड.
Okay, very good, very good. What happened? Why it is not coming? 1 second ना, I think so loading में थोड़ा time जा रहा है. Just 1 second. Students, some technical error happened. It's not getting loaded. Just wait for 1 minute, students. Yes, it is loaded. Why इतना late हो गया मुझे पता नहीं. Okay. Now, types of leaves, understanding it. And students, please understand, types of leaves, it's not that important topic. Just I am telling you for your understanding. Okay. ये पढ़ने के लिए इतना tension मत लो. Understanding it. So various types of leaves I am telling you. The first type of leaf, it is nothing but foliage leaf. What is that? Foliage. What is the meaning of foliage leaf? The normal green photosynthetic. What is that? The normal green photosynthetic leaf. The normal green. आपको दिखता है ना normal green plants, green leaves, and that normal green leaves which are photosynthetic leaves, they are called as foliage leaves. Understanding it? The as usual leaves which are photosynthetic leaves, and that leaves only you are calling it as foliage leaves. Understanding it? Now the next one, it is nothing but scaly leaf. Scaly leaf matlab sometimes what happens, you know, the leaf it becomes very dry. For example, if you take pineapple, I don't know how many of you have seen pineapple. Pineapple mein the leaf it becomes very dry. Understanding it? The leaf it becomes so dry. Understanding it? The leaf it becomes too much dry, and it loses the ability of the capacity of photosynthesis also. Usually the normal leaf क्या करेगा बोलिए आप? Photosynthesis. But in scaly leaf they loses the capacity. उसको कैपेसिटी है ना, लीफ का कैपेसिटी, फोटोसिंथेटिक कैपेसिटी, वो जाएगा, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. सो इफ इट लूजेस द कैपेसिटी ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस एंड इट बिकम्स टू मच ड्राई, then that particular dry non photosynthetic leaf, that only are calling it a scaly leaf. समझ में आना स्टूडेंट्स, स्केली लीफ, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. ऑफ कोर्स scaly leaves they are also called as cataphils. which one? Cataphils. Okay, foliage leaf मतलब normal photosynthetic green leaves, whereas scaly leaves मतलब they are the dry non photosynthetic leaves, they are called as scaly leaves. And the next one is bracteole. See, if you take bracteole, थोड़ा देख अच्छे से देख लो. Just imagine ना, this is a leaf and this is a leaf base. ये सब पता है ना. So this is a leaf base. Now ये आपको पता है, this is nothing but the leaf base. अरे किधर जा रहे, क्या हो रहे, what is happening? Now this is nothing but the leaf base, and A है ना, this is nothing but the pedicel or petiole. You write anything. Okay, petiole or pedicel, no problem. Okay, the pedicel, understanding it. Whereas if you take the pedicel, sometimes you can be able to see the green projections, the green leaf like structures that are present on the petiole or pedicel. Then what is happening with this app today, why it is troubling me so much? I think this is the first time it is happening. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, students. There is something wrong went with this app today this app, it is troubling me so much. I'm sorry for this. Okay, yeah, आ गया. So bracteole matlab if the stalk of the leaf, they consisting of leaf like appendages, okay, then that is called as the bracteole. Bract matlab if this is the leaf and the base of the leaf, they consisting of the what is a leaf like structure, then this is called as bract. Understanding it? Many students, actually many students, to be frank, half of the students, they really get confused between bract and bracteole. I don't know reason why, but let me tell you. If you take this is a leaf, please understand, if you take this is a leaf, now the leaf base may, if you see the leaf like appendage, this is a leaf base, and either आपको appendage, leaf like appendage, then this is called as a bract. Whereas if it is present on the petiole, this leaf like appendage, if it is present on the petiole, then that is called as bracteole. Understanding it? Now I'll stop and I'll ask you the question. What is a difference between bract and bracteole? Now I'm stopping up. What if you tell wrong also? I am here to correct you only. There is no problem. What is the difference between bract and bracteole? Anyone? 15 students, any student can tell. What is the difference between bract and bracteole?
Bract is present at the nodal region and
Yes.
the brachioles are present in the petiole region.
Yes, on the petiole or pedicel, you write anything, no problem. Okay, but a very small correction, a chota correction है. Bract, it is present not on the node, it is present on the leaf base. Understanding? Leaf base में एक finger like एक छोटा leaf like appendage, then that is called as bract. Understanding it? Very good, perfect it is. Now cotyledonary leaves. What is the meaning of cotyledonary leaves? See, if you take germination, sometimes what happens, you can see ऐसा आता है and on top of it दो leaves ऐसा होते हैं. Understanding it? And on top of it you can see like this. I don't know how many of you have seen. Okay, how many this type of structure, how many of you have seen? Please tell me. ये structure कितना लोग in this class have seen? No one has seen. Okay, if no one has seen, there is no problem. The leaves, tell me what is that? The leaves coming, the leaves which are coming at the time of germination. At the time of what? Germination. Germination time पे पहले leaves, first leaves आते हैं ना, that first leaves that are coming during the germination, that only it is called as cotyledonary leaf. Understanding it? So leaves produced, leaves produced at the time of germination, at the time of what? Germination, then that is called as cotyledonary leaves. Any doubts are there? Now the next one is floral leaves. Floral leaves matlab, see, if you take a flower, imagine this is a flower and this is a thalamus. On that you can be able to see calyx, and you can be able to see corolla. Corolla मतलब petals, petals बोलते हैं ना, rose का petals होता है ना, and these petals, and these are called as sepals, and these are called as petals. Understanding it? Now this petals and sepals together called as floral leaves. Understanding it? Sepals and petals, they are called as floral leaves. And today this app is irritating me, reason पता नहीं. Today this app है ना, थोड़ा दिक्कत दे रहे हमको. Sorry for that. It's not my mistake. It's app ka mistake. Now the last one. What is the last one? Perianth. Perianth, it is also called stepal. What is the meaning of tepal? You know, in some plants I'm talking about calyx and corolla. आपको पता है ना, calyx corolla मतलब imagine this is a flower. Now this is a thalamus. On that this is nothing but the calyx. टोमेटो देखते हैं ना, टोमेटो में if this is a tomato and ऊपर पांच ऐसा आता है, and this is nothing but calyx. If you take a rose, imagine this is a rose. Understanding it? And rose का base में ऐसा green color आता, green वाला आता है ना, that is nothing but the calyx. Understanding it? Now sometimes what happens, you know, this calyx and corolla, they both fuse. That means दोनों fuse होके एक ही part हो जाएगा. That means, see, earlier this is calyx and this is nothing but corolla. Now what happens, you know, calyx and corolla, they both fuse. That means they unite to form a single part. Understanding it? Then that is called as perianth. And perianth, it is also called as a tepal. Understanding it? So if someone asks you what is the meaning of perianth, sepal plus tepal, sepal plus petal, sepal plus petal together called as perianth. Understanding it? And perianth is otherwise called as a tepal. Understanding it? Now I'm stopping, and you can ask any doubt from the types of the leaves. Okay, any doubt?
What is the difference in floral leaf and perianth?
Perianth मतलब, सी देखो, इफ यू टेक फ्लावर, calyx corolla दोनों अलग होता है ना, but if you take perianth, this calyx फ्यूजेस विथ कोरेला. दैट मीन्स ये दोनों अलग अलग है ना, अभी क्या होता है ना, दोनों मिक्स हो जाएगा, एंड मिक्स होके दे बिकम्स ए सिंगल पार्ट. देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज, फॉर एग्जांपल, सी, पेन एंड कैप. अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट? पेन कैप दोनों अलग पार्ट्स है, बट नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, पेन एंड कैप इफ यू फिक्स इट, दोनों एक ही जैसे दिखता है ना, जैसे calyx एंड कोरेला दोनों एक ही पार्ट हो जाएगा. देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पेरियांथ. अभी समझ में है ना व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ पेरियांथ? और एक बार बोलूं मैं, बेटा समझ में आया ना पेरियांथ? और एक बार बोलूं मैं?
Mine.
ओके ओके. Students, can you please don't mind. Once again, I'll come out and again come in because app में कुछ problem हुआ, इसलिए I'm just going out and just in 2 minutes I'll come in. Okay, I'm exiting out of this app. Okay. Okay, students. Now am I audible? Students, now it is okay.
Yes, sir,
Can you?
audible.
Yes, perfect. I think now there won't be any problem because I refresh kiya na. Now, the next very important topic, I am telling you the most important topic. Leaf में सबसे important topic, it is nothing but phyllotaxy. So phyllotaxy matlab if you take the branch or stem, you take anything, you take branch or you take any stem, how the leaves are arranged. So the process of arrangement of the leaves on the stem, I repeat, the process of arrangement of leaves on the stem, and that is called as phyllotaxy. समझ में ना? The process of arrangement of leaves on the stem, and that is called as phyllotaxy. Now, the phyllotaxy, that means the arrangements are of three types. The first one is alternate, and the next one is opposite, and the third one is oral. What is the meaning of alternate? थोड़ा अच्छे से सुनो. Imagine this is a stem. Just imagine this is a stem, and imagine this is a node. Just imagine this is a node. Now what happens? इधर एक नोड पे लीफ इधर से आएगा, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, एंड दूसरा नोड से इधर से आएगा, एंड इधर से आएगा. दैट मीन्स इफ द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ द लीफ, if the arrangement of the leaves, they are alternating with each other. That means zigzag fashion में. देखो, zigzag like that, zigzag manner में if they are arranged, then that is called as alternate phyllotaxy, or it is also called as spiral phyllotaxy. This is also called as what? Spiral phyllotaxy. समझ में ना? Now, alternate में any doubts are there? Please let me know. Otherwise, I'll explain again. Alternate में कुछ doubt है बेटा? बच्चों कुछ doubt है alternate में? Okay, no one are asking, matlab no doubt. Now let us take opposite. Opposite matlab, just imagine as it is, this is a stem. Imagine this is a stem. Now this stem में imagine this is a node. Now the node में two leaves आता है. देखो, if you take alternate, एक node से एक ही leaf आता है, and this side एक leaf, and left side एक leaf, right side एक leaf, left side एक leaf, right side एक leaf, like that, zigzag ऐसा होता है. वेयर एज एक ही नोड पे दो लीव्स आता है, एक ही नोड पे दो लीव्स, टू लीव्स आर कमिंग. आपको समझ में ना? देन दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ऑपोजिट. समझ में ना? इफ टू leaves are arising from every node and they are facing each other, see, they are facing each other na. See, this is, imagine this is a node. Now this leaf and this leaf, see, they are facing in opposite direction. Am I correct? Not if they are facing opposite direction, understanding it. So till two leaves are arising from a key node and they are facing each other, then that is called as opposite phyllotaxy. आपको समझ में है स्टूडेंट्स? opposite phyllotaxy समझ में है आपको?
Yes, sir, understood.
Very good. Such opposite phyllotaxy, again it is of two types. What is that? Opposite decussate, थोड़ा difficult है, I'm sorry for that. But आपको alternative नहीं है. Decussate, okay, and opposite superimposed, understanding it? If you take opposite decussate, if you take, imagine, just imagine, just imagine this is stem and this is a node. Okay, now opposite decussate में the leaves are right angles to each other. What is the meaning of right angles to each other? See, इधर एक लीफ आया, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, एक पेड़, प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, दिस इज एक पेड़, एंड दूसरा पेड़ कैसा आता है ना, ऐसा आता है, एंड सी देखो द थर्ड पेयर कैसा आता है, ऐसा आता है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट, दैट मीन्स देखो आई विल शो यू विद द हैंड, एक ऐसा आता है एंड एक ऐसा आता है, ऐसा, एंड और दूसरा क्या है ना, ऐसा आता है एंड दूसरा ऐसा आता है, understand, that means they are present right angles to each other, then that is called as decussate, understanding it, any doubts in this? Whereas superimposed matlab, see they are present in the same direction, either ek and either bhi aisa hai and either bhi aisa hai, understanding it, like that, if they are present on the same pattern, then that is called as superimposed or superposed, no problem. Now decussate में, superposed में और superimposed में any doubts are there, or shall I explain once again, shall I explain, or any doubts?
So the screen has turned black.
स्क्रीन टर्न ब्लैक मतलब बच्चों इट्स प्रॉब्लम आपका पास है, क्योंकि मेरा वाईफाई कनेक्शन इज परफेक्ट, मे बी आपको इंटरनेट कनेक्शन में थोड़ा गलती हुआ, आप थोड़ा रूम से बाहर आइए, नहीं अदरवाइज गो टू बालकनी डू समथिंग, बट मेरा साइड से इट इज परफेक्ट, बिकॉज आई एम जस्ट सिटिंग अंडर वाईफाई रोटर. Okay, you came out of the room. I can start beta. You came out of the room.
Yes, sir. Now visible.
Now visible na, so कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो ना, डोंट गेट पैनिक, जस्ट कम आउट ऑफ दैट रूम और कम आउट ऑफ दैट प्लेस एंड यू सिट समवेयर एंड सिग्नल ठीक हो जाएगा. ओके, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके, नाउ एनी डाउट्स आर देयर बेटा इन दिस?
No doubt, sir.
Please explain again.
Which one beta, which one I should explain? Someone asked, some girl has asked, which one I supposed to explain once again?
Decussate.
See, decussate matlab very simple. I'll show you something, just 1 second, I'll show you now. Just imagine एक लीफ ऐसा है. ओके, एक लीफ, इधर एक लीफ एंड इधर एक लीफ. इमेजिन दिस इज अ स्टेम, इमेजिन दिस इज अ स्टेम, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट, एक लीफ इधर है एंड एक लीफ इधर है. नाउ दूसरा क्या होता है ना, नाउ सो दिस इज अ स्टेम है ना, दिस इज अ स्टेम. नाउ दूसरा कैसा होता है, इमेजिन ऐसा है एंड दूसरा ऐसा होता है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. You got my point? That means one it comes like this and one it comes like this. You got my point? That means I'll draw it, I'll tell you. Now this is a stem. एक पेड़ ऐसा आता है एंड दूसरा पेड़ ऐसा स्ट्रेट आता है, एंड ये दूसरा पेड़ स्ट्रेट आता है, एंड एक पेड़ ऐसा आता है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट? now you understood? अंडरस्टूड बेटा?
Yes, sir.
व्हाट यू अंडरस्टूड बोलिए, क्या समझ में आया बेटा, बोलिए एक बार.
The leaves are made right angle to each other.
Yeah, very good, understanding it. Now see, this is a leaf, just imagine this is one pair of leaf है ना, ऐसा आ रहा है, एंड दूसरा पेयर ऑफ लीफ ऐसा आ रहा है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. दैट मींस व्हेन यू सी प्लस, प्लस जैसा होता है.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, now the next one, it is nothing but oral. See, this also I need not to tell, I think so. Or what is the meaning of oral? ये biology छोड़ दो, oral मतलब क्या है इंग्लिश में, what is the meaning of oral? बायोलॉजी सब भूल जाओ, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ओरल, मीनिंग क्या है, ओरल मतलब क्या है? No one know? Okay, no problem. If no one know, I'll tell. Circle. Oral matlab circle. Now, एक ही node. Imagine this is a stem. Okay. Now, एक ही node पे many leaves are arranging like a circle. Many leaves are arranging like a circle. देखो, एक circle जैसे many leaves are coming. देखो, एक circle जैसे many leaves are coming from one node. Then that is called as oral phyllotaxy. अभी समझ में ना what is the meaning of oral phyllotaxy?
Sir, can you please zoom the?
Zoom. I don't know how to zoom better.
No, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Zoom किया. Okay. Now, phyllotaxy समझ में है ना? Any confusions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll go to the next slide. Phyllotaxy में any problem, any small problem भी चलेगा. Please tell me. Otherwise, I'll go to the next topic.
No doubt, sir.
Very good, very good. And याद रख बच्चों, phyllotaxy के ऊपर many questions has come in your NEET exam. Very important concept. आप अच्छा से पढ़ो, otherwise आपको दिक्कत आएगा. Especially examples में you have to focus more. Okay, examples are very very important. For example, which type of phyllotaxy can be seen in calotropis? Then आपको confusion आएगा. अरे calotropis मतलब so right angles to each other. So you have to calculate like that. ये थोड़ा याद करना है and then okay opposite में again opposite deficit. So examples are very very important. So while you are practicing ना write down, then आपको याद आएगा. If you just read it ना that particular time तक याद आएगा, बाद में भूल जाएगा. So please याद रखो. Okay, please read phyllotaxy थोड़ा ध्यान से. Now, today's last topic. Now I'm stopping with this topic. So with this topic, I'm stopping. My last topic of today. Types of leaves. Understanding it. If you take the types of leaves, there are two types of leaves. What are they? Simple leaf and compound leaf. Now, if you take the simple leaf, one node से only one leaf it is arising. Please understand. One node है ना, एक node से एक ही leaf arising. सर समझ में नहीं आया. Then I'll draw. Stem node, एक node से एक ही leaf आ रही है, then that is called as simple leaf. Understanding it? Any doubts in simple leaf बच्चों? Simple leaf में any confusion is there?
No, sir.
Now compound leaf मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा अच्छा से सुनो, कुछ confusion है तो please ask me, I'll tell you. If you take compound leaf, imagine this is a stem. Okay, now this is nothing but node. Node से there arises a common rachis. Common rachis. What is this? This is called as rachis. A common rachis, and on that many leaves are arranged. रोज पता है ना आपको? एंड मोरिंगा, मोरिंगा मतलब क्या बोलते हैं उसको? क्या बोलते हैं? मोरिंगा मतलब मोरिंगा ओनली. व्हाट इज दैट? Drumstick. Drumstick में कैसा होता है? Many leaves are present on the same rachis. Am I correct or not? Then that is called a rose. Rose में how many leaves are there? 5 leaves are there. Understanding it? If many leaves are present on the rachis, then that is called as compound leaf. Compound leaf में any doubts are there? बच्चों, any doubts are there on compound leaf?
No doubt, sir.
No
Now,
doubt, sir.
compound leaf में many leaves are present na? Now each leaf it is called as a leaflet. It is called as a leaflet. Understanding it? Every single leaf that is present on the compound leaf, that is called as a leaflet. Understanding it? Now such compound leaves are again of two types. What are the two types? The first one it is called as pinnate compound leaf, and next one is palmate compound leaf. Sir, what is pinnate compound leaf? Let us take, just imagine. This is rachis. Rachis matlab I already told you. Rachis is a common axis which bears many leaves. If many leaves are present on the same axis, then that is called as a rachis. Understanding it? Now, rachis may throughout, that means pura rachis, it consisting of the leaves. Pura ka pura rachis में leaves present, then that is called as pinnate. No, palmate. The next one is nothing but palmate. Palmate मतलब क्या है ना? पूरा rachis empty है. Pura rake is kali hai. And on top of that rake is you can be able to see many leaves. Understanding it? Then that is called as what? Palmate. Understanding it? For example, papaya. Papaya mein kya hota hai na, pura rake is kali hai, and on top of it you can be able to see the leaf. How many of you seen? I don't know. And that is called as palmate. Now pinnate, palmate mein any doubts are there, beta? Pinnate and palmate, any doubts बच्चों? पिन्नेट पामेट में any doubts बेटा?
No doubt, sir.
ओके ओके, थोड़ा क्विक रेस्पॉन्स दीजिए ना, बिकॉज 10:30 शार्प आई हैव अनदर क्लास, प्लीज. ओके, थोड़ा व्हेन आई आस्क yes or no, थोड़ा instantly बोलिए. ओके, now the next one, pinnate, what I pinnate compound leaf. Again it is of many types. What are they? The first one is unipinnate. What is the meaning of unipinnate? The leaf divides only once and the leaf slits are attached on the both sides. That means देखो, this is what rakis, and rakis में एक ही set of leaves ऐसा, then that is called as unipinnate. Sir, bipinnate मतलब क्या है? थोड़ा अच्छे से देख लो. This is rakis and again you can be able to say subrakis. बच्चों समझ में ना? And this is called as subrakis, and subrakis में leaves are present, then that is called as bipinnate. Now tripinnate मतलब क्या है ना? This is rakis and this is subrakis and again subrakis, and on that leaves are present. समझ में ना? Whereas decompound मतलब more than 3 times. If many sub rakis are producing, then that is called as a decompound. I repeat once again, एक ही rakis, on both the sides leaves are present. एक rakis एक ही है, then that is called as unipinnate. No, bipinnate मतलब rakis and subrakis, on that you can be able to see the leaves. Subrakis, on that leaves. Now tripinnate मतलब क्या है? Rakis, subrakis and subrakis, on that leaves are present, then this is called as what? Tripinnate. Are many are produced, then that is called as a decompound. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now the next one is what? Pinnate. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Palmate. Palmate में if you take pura rakis, this is pura rake. Place नहीं. Just 1 second, students. Just give me 1 second. Okay. किधर इधर I'll draw. Now if you take, this is a rakis. Pura ka pura, it is empty. Understanding it? On top of it you can be able to see only one leaf. A pura empty and on top of it एक ही leaf it is present, then that is called as unifoliate. Example lemon. Whereas bifoliate मतलब pura rakis is free and on top of it 2 leaves are present, then that is called as bifoliate. Whereas pura rakis is empty and on that 3 leaves are present. Example बेल पत्र, शिव जी का देता है ना हम लोग, then that is nothing but what? Trifoliate. And 4 are produced tetrafoliate and many are produced, then that is called as multifoliate. समझ में आया ना? बच्चों पामेट में समझ में आया?
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, so this is all about today's class, bachcho. Any doubts you can ask me now, because I have 10 minutes. Today I think I finished early. Say 10 minutes time is there. Any single doubt today's lecture, may any small doubt also you can ask. 10 minutes I have. My class, next class is at 10:30. Now it is only 10:20. Or otherwise, if no doubts though, then I will come out of this class. Okay. What do you say? Any doubts, or shall I take leave? Okay, no one are speaking, matlab you don't have any doubts. Okay, students, thank you so much. Tomorrow I will come up with the same topic continuation. Okay, thank you all so much. Bye.